The Google Pixel 9 phones are about to get a serious level up and finally be 100% the phone that they were designed to be when they came out, like over a month ago. So what do I mean? Android 15 is right around the corner, and these phones were built and made and designed for Android 15. Now, of course, Google pulled a fast one. They wanted to try and rush out the gate, get the Pixel 9 series phones out in people's hands before the new iPhone got here, which I don't blame them. I've been recommending that they do this for years, and I hope that the data supports this move and that they actually, made some extra sales. That would be cool. But one curious thing happened. They kind of got a little bit ahead of themselves. So we got the new Pixel 9, Pixel 9 Pro, Pro XL, and the Pro Fold, 9 Pro Fold. But yeah, they launched with Android 14, which was kind of one of those things we were speculating might happen, and then it actually did happen. And really, there hasn't been a whole lot of conversation about Android 15. Now, it's interesting to me. We've had this issue this year because, one, the Pixel 9 phones, they launched no Android 15, and then we get all these Apple Intelligence stuff that we've been hearing about for Apple, and then it launched without Apple Intelligence. So this may just be the most incomplete year for these phones to, launch ever. Like, I've never seen something like this, much less from two major developers and manufacturers like Apple and Google. But yes, Android 15 right on the horizon, and I think it'll be here in the next week or two. And we're sitting here waiting right now. Of course, we're into October now. Generally, we get our security patch the first Monday of the month. We're now on Thursday. It didn't show up Wednesday. So usually if it doesn't show up like Monday, sometimes it shows up Wednesday. I think that they're probably just going to push everything all at once because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to go ahead and push out a security patch. And then like a week later, you put out the new version of Android. And the new version of Android is going to have a lot of different stuff. Like there's a lot of different features. I mean, just from this article on Wired I'm looking at here, just because it summarizes everything. Some of the top 15 Android features. What's that tune? It makes it where you can use circle to search to determine like a song. So we've already got where it shows on the phone where it shows it was playing, like now playing, I think is what it's called. And you can use circle to search to find what song is playing. You get private space, which is kind of like the secure folder for Samsung, but it's for apps. So if you do this private space with Android 15, you can put different apps in there, and if somebody else uses your phone, like they can't see those apps. So I don't know. I guess if you want to hide something from people, you can do that. Improved audio image description. So this is with TalkBack, and this is for folks with image loss or vision loss. This is like not a disability. It's an accessibility feature where it uses its AI and stuff to try and give you a description of things that it sees or images on the phone. So that's something that's supposed to be improved. Earthquake alert system. So this is a earth-shattering new feature, pun intended, and apparently they have an advanced earthquake alert system warning that's going to be deployed with Android 15. More satellite connectivity. So we're going to see expansion of satellite connectivity for Android 15. Some RCS and SMS apps should be able to send messages via satellite. It was previously limited to emergency use. So we've got the emergency SOS satellite capability with the new Pixel 9 series phones. And as of when it launched, it was exclusive to only emergency stuff. But we might see, looks like, some more deployment for regular usage, which would be really cool. And I'm sure there'll be an asterisk when they talk about it, where I'm sure there'll be some fee costs associated later, like we get with Apple and their emergency SOS messages. They say it would be free the first 2 years. We'll see. Offline maps for Wear OS, so you get offline maps for your watches. That's going to be helpful. Better Bluetooth menu, so that'll be nice. Malicious app blocking, that's pretty cool. And different change with vibration. So instead of having to go through settings, sound and vibration and haptics, and then you change all these different things, there's going to be like a haptics on, haptics off option. So that'll be nice. Audio sharing for Bluetooth low energy and Auracast with new setting page focus on audio sharing. So cool, I guess. Better PDF handling, loudness control, and this is kind of neat. So like, let's say I guess you're on like Spotify and you've got your volume on like 90%, but sometimes these apps are different. Or let's say you've got Spotify on 90%, you've got, let's say you're using Google Music and you've got it on 50%, and you go from Google Music and you switch over to Spotify, and then it'll supposed to automatically adjust it so you don't blow your eardrums out going from one app to the other and not having consistent volume. At least that's my understanding. Better low light camera, enhanced fraud and scam protection. And there's supposed to be a thing with it they talked about during the keynote where it'll be like a vocal prompt if you're on like a scam phone call, where it'll be like, oh, hey, we think this is a scam. Warning, warning, danger, Will Robinson. So I think that's supposed to be coming with this as well. But, different updates to thwart fraudsters. And that's pretty neat. Google AI is going to work with that. Taskbar options. And this is something that's kind of been missing from stock Android, where, like, yes, we've got it with One UI, where they've got a pretty good taskbar experience. There's supposed to be some taskbar enabling with this stuff. That's cool. Better battery life. We always like to see that. And enhanced theft protection. That'll be nice as well. So you get that. More foldable cover screen options and more health connected data. And then I think there's some lock screen widgets and a couple of things. So yeah, we're gonna get a lot of different features. There's not so much in here that I'm like, this is just an amazing, groundbreaking feature that's really going to revolutionize the Android experience. But it's nice. I mean, it's going to be some more polishing, more refining, more quality of life improvements. And I think it'll probably make people pretty happy. But this will finally be the experience that, well, of course, Google designed for us to have once we got these phones. So my anticipation is it'll be here before the second week of October. It should be here before the middle of the month. Like, it really should. And largely in the past, that's kind of what's happened. So I'm hoping maybe in the next week, but it's one of those things where I don't know why they can't just tell us a day. They can't commit to a day. I'm sure they somehow manage to screw that up anyway, and then they make people mad. So it's just like, oh, hey, it showed up today, like you're doing us this big, gigantic favor, even though you couldn't launch the phone with it. But yeah, everybody's been waiting patiently. And then I know some people have been in the Android 15 beta, which I didn't mess around with. I typically don't do a whole lot of beta stuff with phones because I just don't like the inconsistency. Usually it's terrible for battery. Sometimes it can mess up other things. So yeah, Android 15 coming soon. And I think it'll probably be in lieu of the security patch. But hey, if we get a security patch in a couple of days, I will make a video. I will tell the whole world about it, shout it from the rooftop that we have a new security patch available. But I'm interested to test it out. And it's been one of those things where it's funny because so many people are hesitant. They're like, oh, well, the iPhone 16 series doesn't have Apple Intelligence, so I can't do a full review of the hardware yet. I can't tell you if it's any good. I can't tell you how good the phone is, which, I mean, yeah, I guess if that's how you want to roll, I think it's perfectly fine to assess the phone and then do a separate video and talk about Apple Intelligence later. But you don't have a whole lot of people saying, oh, no, I can't review the Pixel 9 Pro XL because it doesn't have Android 15 yet. Look, it has Android 14 working operating system. Google didn't screw that up. It's been a very nice and smooth process. Probably the best hardware launch we've had in years with them. And I've been really, really happy from the ground up when it comes to the Pixel 9 series phones, the 9 Pro, 9 Pro XL, the regular Pixel 9. Google has done a fantastic job. The Tensor 4 is excellent. The cameras are top-notch. The screens are beautiful. And the design and the form factor, I've really, really enjoyed on these phones. So I'm excited about that. That's great. Android 15 will be here soon. We'll finally get to realize what these phones are supposed to be live in the flesh, and I will let you know as soon as it's available. But let me know what you're excited about. Are you excited about Android 15? Are you worried it's going to screw stuff up? Are you going to wait a couple of months before you try and hop on board? Let's talk about it. And of course, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, gripes, complaints, all that stuff, go to the comment section. I'll do my best to get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, if you found this helpful, if you like this stuff, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And just one more thing, you might see I've got a little bit different piece of hardware here. So I bought another microphone and I was really excited. This is actually a Razer microphone. It's like a streaming microphone. But anyway, I saw it, and one of the limitations I've had with trying to use a normal microphone with my iPhone is most of them have an XLR cable if they're any good, or they have like a separate power source, or they don't work properly with USB-C. So I was finally able to get this one. It's brand new. It works with USB-C. It plugs straight into my iPhone. And I mean, the proof's in the pudding here. You probably noticed as soon as the video fired up, it does sound better. I'm going to try and get it fine-tuned and make sure it sounds better, work on the audio levels and all that stuff. But whenever I first listened to it, as soon as I took it out of the box, I did a short clip, and I was like, oh my gosh, this sounds so much better. So like in my endeavor to try and make videos better for you guys, in addition to this stupid tile that won't stay in the right spot, we do have improved audio now. So, after about $50,000 in plastic surgery, maybe I can make my face look better, and then I'll have the best videos on YouTube. But anyway, that's all I got. Hopefully you enjoyed the upgrade. Hopefully the sound sounds good. Let me know in the comment section. Is the sound markedly improved? Let me know. And like I said, like, subscribe, notification bell, all that crap. And yeah, as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching. And I'll see you guys next time.